So we're here on 229 Bernard-Pilon, Street Bernard-Pilon. So it's the 229 in Beloeil. So it's an industrial street, okay? You see all those business. So if you follow me, then now you see that Beloeil BTT, the Lee Villeneuve Academy. See? You see over there? BTT. So you can't miss it, all right? And as soon as we go in, I'll show you what's up. All right, let's go with the flow. So I'm here with Patric Côté, known as the Predator. So let's see if today I can make him my victim.
That's it. Allez, dur de faire des kimura sur nous autres. Surtout sur Patch, moi j'ai laissé tomber. Il est lourd, hein?
I got comme un OG.
That's it. Ah, yo, donne-les, c'est à moi.
Okay, so once again, I'm with Pat Côté, so an ex-soldier, UFC fighter, French broadcast for the UFC, and also an actor here in Quebec and Canada. So what else for you, Pat?
No, I'm just trying to stay busy. I'm father of 2 young kids too, so I'm trying to stay in shape for me, but to be able to follow my kids too. That's the thing. I'm gonna launch a new nutrition company in December. So it's gonna call I Am Nutrition. So I'm pretty proud of that, and I can't wait to launch that.
So what did you do in the UFC?
My first fight in the UFC was kind of crazy because I fought, one of my idols, that was Tito Ortiz, and 4 days notice. That was kind of unreal. Even today, I don't think that somebody did that, at that level. My first fight in the UFC, the main event of the UFC 50 in Atlantic City against, a guy who were on my screensaver at that time. That was kind of insane. And, I fought 12 years in the UFC, 15 years MMA career. I fought for the title in 2008. I was on Tough in 2006, the fourth season, and
that you won also.
I went at the final.
You went to the final.
Final, exactly.
Oh, you won the Ultimate Fighter when you were a coach.
Exactly. Yeah.
There you
2013, I was coaching Team Canada against Team Australia, and we just beat the shit out of them. That was a pure carnage. But against Kai Noak, he was the other coach. That was in Quebec City, actually, so that was pretty nice because that's where I'm from. That's where I start my career, and actually I beat him pretty good. So and I retired in 2017 after 15 years of working on my passion and just being happy. And at the end of my career, I was like, okay, that's enough. My body hurts, and the motivation wasn't there anymore. And if your motivation is not there at that point, at that level, you can go fight at 50%, 75%. You have to go 100%. And, I wasn't there.
Yeah, that's for sure. At one point, you need to quit and make sure that you keep being healthy. Also, you just said earlier that you had a little kid. So now you're being a dad, a businessman. So you're taking care of your family. That's the main thing.
Yep.
So perfect. So I have a question. So if you can tell me your answer and explain what it is also. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about MMA or Jiu-Jitsu. What's your best move?
Jiu-Jitsu, I really like the Kimura. I take Kimura from everywhere, half guard on top. I really like that. And when I got the Kimura, I will die with it. I will not let go for sure. That's one of my favorite things. Jiu-Jitsu, I really always try to go. I always fight to have the Kimura.
Coming from Fabio Landa, right?
Indeed.
All right. And also, so what would be your worst move being in?
Oh, it's leg lock, man. I hate that. I don't do that. I don't like it. I don't like to do it. I don't like to get trapped in it. It's frustrates me. I hate leg locks, man. I hate that.
Yeah. An OG. They don't like the new generation, that for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And to keep being in shape for the martial art, what kind of exercise you do?
I'm doing a lot of stretch, a lot of movement, and at the same time doing a lot of explosion. I'm working a lot of combination of movement. I'm not doing like the bench press and waiting for 2 minutes. And I'm trying to combine 2 or 3 exercise just to be like a full body training. And at the end, the stretching and especially jiu-jitsu, especially now, I did understand that a bit late in my career. Maybe I should stretch a little bit earlier, but now it's really important. And I can see the difference now.
Oh, for sure. I understand you. We're over 40 years old. We need to be keeping in shape. And also, okay, so what would be your best meal?
Best meal, cheat meal or meal?
Whatever, your best meal.
I'm a red meat eater, man. I really like that. Any red meat, for me it's like a gas. It's like fuel. It's so any kind of red meat. It's can go with that.
I hear that. Yeah, really good, tasty. Also, what would be your pre-workout best meal?
I don't really eat a lot because when every time I train, it's a high pace. So it's just like it's not a lazy training. It's like I said, it's a combination of couple exercise. So if I'm too full, something like that, I don't feel we're great. So I'm gonna take a banana or something like that, just to put something in my stomach. Maybe I'm gonna grab a couple nuts or something like that, and just to have something, a little bit fuel in my body, and I will be able to train very hard.
All right, you hear it from Pat. So eat a banana like fighting like a monkey, and he like nuts. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and then after the training, we always say it's really good to have like energy back. So what would be your post-workout meal?
I really like the chicken. Chicken. Always, every time I was doing a real big conditioning training. First of all, I'm gonna take some berries. I'm gonna take a lot of water, electrolyte, and maybe like 30 minutes, 35 minutes after, I'm gonna go with vegetable and chickens. That's the only white meat. I like that, but not that much. It's very long to digest that. Mm-hmm. So I prefer to eat that during the day and not at night.
Okay, I hear you. Okay, and then what would be your the place that you like the most training, like your best gym?
Oh man, I traveled a lot in my career. Brazil was insane when I went there. I went there with the Brazilian top team over there, training with Kusma Palares and Murilo Bustamante. I went to Thailand training with Volkanovski. When he wasn't in the UFC, I trained with some savages over there in Thailand. That was unreal. I trained in New York with Matt Serra, with Renzo Gracie. I was able to travel a lot and train everywhere because I was like a friend with everybody. That's the thing. Always being very honest in my career. I always said what I had to say, but at the same time, being honest, I think that's the most important thing. And I can say I'm pretty confident that I can say right now that I can go anywhere in the world and they will just welcome me. So that's the thing.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we want to show to everybody. That's MMA or jiu-jitsu. It's a small community, and we can travel everywhere, and you feel like at home almost.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you would say every kind of gym about mixed martial art would be a good gym for you.
I think so, but there's some place that's gonna be good for you and not good for me. That's the thing. There's sometimes it's just a vibe. It's not your vibe. You just have to find the right place at the right time. But I think not maybe 10 years ago, but now every MMA gym or jiu-jitsu gyms, it's like you said, it's more a community than competition. They did understand, but in 2006, 2007, that was unreal. There was a lot of politics and all those things. Everybody was bashing each other. It's not like that anymore. It's for sure you can love everybody, but it's not like that anymore. And it's a real the community is pretty tight.
Yeah. So you hear it from Pat. And the last question, you're a little bit talking about it, but what would be your best place you like to travel?
Oh, travel. I don't know, man. Where I didn't go.
So that would be the best place. Where I didn't go.
Where I didn't go. I don't know. Like Sweden. All those countries. The Iceland and all those things. I never been there. I think that's the one place I will want to go.
Okay, perfect. All right. So let me tell you the secret. The secret is work ethic. It's the key to success. Boom. All right, guys. If you did like that video, please subscribe, like, comment, and also you could share.